National Football League. And we'll see the Broncos, reigning league MVP. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Broncos and the Jags, and it's coming up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you all for joining us here in week number 2. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. Brock, we got a great one this week, partner. One of the only games league-wide featuring 2 teams who both won their openers.
Yeah, it's been mission accomplished so far. Each off to the start that they envisioned since the season began. And while it's only week 2, whoever can come out of this one with a win and jump to 2-0 has everybody in their division looking up at it.
Smith on the return. They'll begin from the 36 as the return is brought down. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence has had a remarkable career. Over 50 starts in high school and a winner all the way along. A national champion and 3-year starter at Clemson. And really a starter from day one after the first pick in the draft in Jacksonville. The key for Trevor at this level, though, is to do it season in and season out. That's what the greats before him have done. The Bradys, the Mannings, the #1 picks of the past. If you want to become a great and you want to take your game to another level, you got to do it year in and year out.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Again, it's Bigsby. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Jacksonville in punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say clear the sideline over top the 14. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
Here on first down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Drop pass brought in. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time he was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Broncos will have a first down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Got a man. It's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Markers reset. Ball at the 37. They go play action on first. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's taken in by Sutton. He's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. Good pickup. They're set up with second and short. From the 39. Quick slant caught by Sutton. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They gain 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to push that envelope and get aggressive.
First down from the red zone. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Has it in close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Cut near the goal line. It's a Denver touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing.
The kicking unit on down for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. First down throw, Lawrence. Getting out to his left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
On red.
Lawrence working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. But turning them against their own team, they were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you can start to murmur, and you might even hear a few boo birds.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Play action on first down. That's too far flat, and it's not going to be caught.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Oh, someone slipped in. It's intercepted. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
He's able to drive that pile back up. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle. Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. On the right sideline, there's space. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. So now it's 13-zip, Brock, and they've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributing to this lead early on.
I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offensive scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. He fields it from the 8. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Whatever could go wrong for him so far certainly has. And so many times when we see a QB throw an interception early, it just starts to get in your head. That little seed of doubt, that little thought that you got to flush of, oh, what's going to happen next? Because then you hold the ball, and you hold the ball in this league, and you get sacked.
This our last play of the quarter. They send Sanders right. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And that won't be brought in, but I like the deep shot there. Some excitement for us on our final play of the opening quarter. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Zach Bond with the tackle.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. That one's complete, right side. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37.
We've got a man in motion. 2nd and 1. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. to Denver first. Throwing it again here. He got it! Interception! And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
That's it right there. That's the resilience and mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Lawrence now off the play action. Oh, this is getting up the early. Intercepted again. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Denver set to take the field on offense. And you gotta wonder what those emotions are like, what the mentals are like under that helmet right now, Brock. Such a great drive, ended with that. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense needed that kick. Just something good to happen. Creating a negative play. You never know when this thing could turn in the NFL. And that sack is exactly what the doctor ordered.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd. Defense is there. He's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do know how to flag the shootout first before we can lock that in. Now that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. 3rd and long for him here. That's Thomas. He's got it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. It's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a first down off this defense just yet. They give up the gut to Bigsby. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself in those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Catch made by All. And he'll push this upfield and earn that when we set it down. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. That's going to be cut by All. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That goes for 36 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Finding Davis. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
This throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain that sets up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars trying to fight back with their first points of this game. 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Broncos running their offense out once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Got a man. It's Thomas. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Broncos with the football. To throw here on 1st down. Gets this to Sanders. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Setting up a throw. He finds Sanders. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. They are throwing it again. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 3 now. Still sticking with the passing game. Finds Sanders. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They are now set for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Sheds up the rusher. This time they're going to get there and they drop it. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he gets this down at the 13-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. To throw. And throw it back to the end zone and out of bounds.
QBs, they're like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. We've reached the midway point of this one, and the visiting Broncos taking a lead into that locker room. Now we'll keep it in state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, back to you and Brock in just a moment. But after a wild first weekend in the NFL, time to see if things will settle down as we take a quick look at what's happening here in Week 2. We'll start in the Northeast, an NFC East battle and a good one between Philadelphia and New York. And it's the Giants who are out in front. The Giants trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Joe Burrow has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Julio Jones, a touchdown reception. These two teams heading out of the tunnel. We're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos now being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. The right side caught by Thomas. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
It's taken in by Sutton. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a pickup of 11. And the Broncos will have a first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's complete, right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Ball back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Back to the well again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Third and just 2 to go. They go play action here. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. From the red zone now. Cutting in the goal line. Touchdown, Denver. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos take a 3-possession lead.
Jaguars 7.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Return's looking good so far. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Jaguars and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. And this one does not go far. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's a give to Bixby. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now Lawrence. Completes beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
We like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Red on red. Hot. Here we go.
Up the middle they go with Bixby. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Lawrence working from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of knocking the ball loose.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They motion the tight end over. First down throw, Lawrence. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Jacksonville. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. Up to the races, middle of the field. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos push their lead further to start the half. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Here's Smith on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Ball at the 33 for first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. He's got a gain of 6 there. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Red,
And he's brought down after a short gain. Give him only 1 yard. Again, the run doesn't get it done, and now it's 4th and 3.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And the fair catch secured here at the 16. So no return on that punt. And the Broncos are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Now a run here from the gun. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Another carry for it. That's the tackle, green grass ahead. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. And the 1st down pass set away by a defender, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
2nd and 10 now. Making defenders pay for trying to tackle him. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards. Move those chains. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. All set up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
1st down from the red zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Fielded at the 14. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First and 10, it's Lawrence. That's Thomas, he's got it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Ball on the 45, first and 10.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And he makes the left go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again.
Jaguars 14.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Here's Smith on the return. He's got a lead up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And he's been the victim of 3 interceptions already in this game, Brock. Passing lanes kind of reminding me of LA traffic. Pretty hazardous throughout this game.
Yeah, just a mess and nowhere to go. And it's an awful place both on the highway. And trust me, when you're in the pocket looking at this defense too, it's miserable. Everything's been contested. Everything's been hard. No gimmies. It's a real testament to the work this secondary has done to prepare for this matchup.
He's on a quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
39-yard line.
And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
Third and 10.
Hey, easy. Route. Silver. Here we go.
Lawrence to throw it. Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 32-yard line.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's going to be caught by Orr. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Catch made by Orr. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And they pick him off again. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. On first down, they'll run. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
They give it to him again. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for them. Still 3rd and 9 coming up. Pass play now. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. No return on that punt. And it'll be Jaguars football. This offense getting all set for this series. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They put a receiver in motion right. Lawrence trying again on 2nd. Right side, cut by Davis. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's good for the Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. This finds home, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Jaguars.
Go, let's go.
1st and 10 at the
Now it's Lawrence.
46-yard line.
Short throw, tipped. Oh, but he still got it. And they get this down to 44 before he stopped.
That short pass gets tipped, and you then don't have much time to react to the catch. But he brings it in anyway to save the completion.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. He'll throw it yet again. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Jaguars making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now this one has been a long game, no doubt. But hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. This one's covered by the Broncos hands team. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Trying to right side. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. They pick up a single yard, still well behind the sticks for this third down. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.